Welcome. Today we've got a full, well-rounded flow for you. We are going to get into our breathing. We're going to really get into strengthening the core. We're going to bring all of our body together in a full, well-rounded, full body workout that's going to make us feel more centered, more calm, stronger, and longer. So we're going to start in a comfortable seated position. You can do legs extended, legs crossed. You can be on your knees, however you want. We're just going to take a few moments to connect that breath and to really expand on our breath so that we can focus on it throughout our whole practice, every single move we're doing. So find a nice comfortable seat. Roll the shoulders up and back. You can close your eyes. Just take a moment to check in with your body. Let your hips relax down. And then lengthen your spine a little bit more up towards the ceiling, letting your shoulders rest away from your ears. When you bring the hands onto the belly, take a big breath. Inhale, fill up your hands with your belly like you're trying to make a big balloon. And then exhale out through the mouth. Feel that belly button pulling in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. It's a long and controlled breath. Breathe out. 3 more times. Big belly breath. Feeling everything expand and lengthen. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feels so good. 1 more big breath like that. We're going to slide up our hands onto either side of the rib cage. So the hands are kind of going out a bit more to the side. As you breathe in, you're going to feel your ribs expand out to the side. A little bit more length in the spine. Keep pulling the belly button in. And then exhale, ribs come in. Belly button still hugging in. Feeling a bit of core engagement. Breathe in. Breathe out. We're connecting the core and the breath. This is the breath we're going to use during our Pilates style movements. 3 more breaths here. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Last one. And then climb your hands up onto your heart, one stacked right on top of the other. We're going to inhale, feel the chest rise. Keep pulling the belly button and the ribs in. Then feel that lengthening in the crown of the head. Exhale, release. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, release. 3 more breaths here. Last one. Release those hands. Reach them up overhead. Breathe in, lengthen, and exhale, drop everything down. Whew. We're going to flip over onto our knees. Taking those knees wide, feet together, we're going to press back into a child's pose. Let your chest melt down. Now we're going to pull those hands in and make cups with your hand. And you're going to cup your forehead. So you can be up on your elbows here, or you can be down on the mat. And just feel that a little bit of extra support. Like you're telling your body that you've got you. And then just find that breath. Find a little bit more length in the spine and the neck. And see if you can release any tension in the hips. Give the hips a little wiggle side to side. And then slowly start to walk those hands out long and melt the chest down a little bit more, feeling that stretch underneath the shoulders and the armpits. Inhale, lift the chest, walk the hands over towards the right. Exhale, melt it down. Inhale to lift. Walk the hands all the way over to the left, making a nice big rainbow shape with your arms. Exhale, release, melt it down. And inhale, roll it up. We'll slowly come back to center. One more here. Exhale, melt the chest down. And inhale, roll it up. We're going to keep pressing up onto our hands and knees until we're making that angry cat position. Pull the belly button in. Exhale. Press the head and the hips up towards the ceiling. We're still finding that core engagement, so not letting anything go there. Round. Inhale to lift. Exhale to round. Nice and controlled. See if you can move vertebrae by vertebrae, really making those movements mindful. And exhale to round. You got it. Warming up the spine. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to press back up to that inhale. But now this time, as we exhale, we're going to round the spine, drop the hips back to the heels. Inhale, press it forwards. Really scoop the belly button in as you round it back. And then inhale, press it forwards. Shoulders are coming right over the wrists. Round the spine. Press it forwards. This is really a movement that's coming from the core. Slow and controlled. Last one. We're going to hold here. Shoulders right over the wrists. Lengthen the spine. Pull the belly button in. You want a nice neutral spine. We're going to shrug the shoulders up to the ears and then press them down. Press. 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 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're going to scoop it back. Press it forwards. Scoop it back. You got it. Three more times. 2. Last time. Hold here. Squeeze those glutes. Pull the belly button in. Little bend of the elbows for some push-ups. Here we go. Bend. Press. Now the shoulders are staying away from the ears. This is not about getting super low. This is about staying controlled in the core. We want to hug those elbows in close to the rib cage. It feels shaky, even though we're not going very far. See if you can turn on the glutes here. So we're really making this a full body workout. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Scoop it back. Press it forwards. Scoop it back. Press it forwards. Really working on that spinal mobility. 3, 2. Last one, we're going to hold here. Remember, you're really controlling how hard this is, whether you've got those glutes engaged, whether you're pulling your core in, whether the shoulders are right over the wrists. Now, we're going to bring those fingers together, making a kind of diamond or triangle shape. We're going to bend the elbows, but we want to keep hugging them in towards the rib cage, so they're going to just be at a slight angle. Spine is long, bend, stretch. Whew, it's shaky. How you doing? We got this. Lengthen the head away from the shoulders. Are you breathing? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Press it back. Find your child's pose. Stretch out those arms. Big breath in. Puff up your entire back. Exhale, breathe out. We're going to keep that right arm reaching forward, but we're going to twist the left arm underneath and then maybe peek in between the gap between your right arm and the floor. Little twist. Take a big breath in between the shoulder blades. And again. Reach it back to center. Little lift. Exhale, melt the chest. Left arm's going to reach forward. Right arm's going to twist underneath your left shoulder. And then take a peek under the left shoulder with your gaze. Your head can even come down to the mat. Take a big breath in, filling up your back, filling up that space between your shoulder blades. We're creating this heat in our body, and then we're really taking the time to stretch it out. We want to look at our practice as a holistic practice in which we are strengthening kind of our body in many different ways. So we're combining our yoga stretches and our yoga breathing and mindfulness with those strong Pilates core movements. Bring the hands back to center. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, melt down. And inhale, press it up. We're coming back to that tabletop position. Knees and arms are parallel. We're going to pull the belly button in, lengthen the spine, nice neutral spine so there's a slight curve. We're going to reach that right arm forward, left leg back, and pull it in. So it's like we're pressing down here with the hand and the foot so much that our arm and leg are going to reach up. Press it down. Reach. Together. Sliding it along the floor. Now, if you want, you can throw on some socks like I've got. Makes that glide really easy. Makes everything a little bit more slippery, which is a bit more core work. And, I mean, for me today, it's a chilly day, so they're also keeping my feet nice and warm. Sometimes that internal heat doesn't get all the way down to the toes. Breathe in. Breathe out. Feel your left glute lifting that leg up. Four. 3. 2. All right. Right arm's going to tap down, fingertips reaching forward. That left leg's going to stay up though. Let's drop the left hip so the hips are in one nice long line. And we're going to start to draw little circles with the leg. Relax your foot. Pull the belly button in. Shoulders are away from the ears. Four. 3. 2. 1. Let's go the other way. Whew, it's burning. That's good. That's the juicy stuff. 4. 3. 2, 1. We're going to bend the knee and lengthen, bend, and stretch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that bent knee. Just little pulses up towards the ceiling, relaxing the foot. It's really that left glute that's lifting up the whole leg. I know the right glute is also burning. Pull your belly button in. We got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, bring it in. Whew. Bring that arm in. Let's reach that arm up. Right arm lifts up towards the ceiling. Exhale, thread it underneath the left shoulder, finding another spinal twist. Breathe in. Breathe out. And lift all the way back, unwind. Oh, just needed that, hey? Bring both arms down. Other side, we're gonna go right in. Left arm's reaching forward, right arm's reaching back. So we're starting with that glide along the mat. It's like you're pressing down so hard that you're reaching and then pull it back in. Now shoulders are away from the ears, belly button's pulling in. Breathe in, breathe out. So we want this movement to be coming from the core. We want that glute to be engaging. We don't want the hip flexor or the quad to be taking on any of this work. They do enough. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna hold here. Left fingertips are gonna tap down and then drop that right hip so the hips are nice and square. Core is lifting everything up here. Let's start to draw some little circles. Are you breathing? 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go the other way. Really feeling that heat now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold that leg. We're going to bend and stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Use that breath to strengthen the movements. We're finding that breath that it is expanding through the rib cage so that we can keep our core nice and tight. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. 4, 3, 2. Keep that knee bent. Relax the foot. We want to really make sure that we're not putting in any energy into our foot. We want to focus it all on the core and the glutes. We're just going to do some little pulses here. Don't worry, we'll stretch it out soon. You got it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring the knee down. Ooh, left arm's gonna reach up. Exhale, throw it underneath the right shoulder. Take a few breaths here. And then unwind. Left arm reaches up. And release. We're going to tuck the toes, hover the knees, using that core. And then we're going to lengthen the hips up towards the ceiling. Drop the knees just to hover. And lengthen. Of course, if your wrists need a break, you can always come down onto your forearms or fold up your mat to put a little bit of extra cushioning underneath your wrists. Just coming from the core. Squeeze it up. Feel that little leg stretch as we reach the top. and down. Last time. We're gonna hold in our downward dog position like an upside down V. Let's pedal out the feet here. Keep that core pulling in. Keep pressing the mat away from you. Lifting the hips as high as you can. Right leg's gonna reach up high. Toes are pointing down. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose, round the spine. It's like a three-legged plank. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, press it back. Crunch. Press. Last time crunch, we're gonna hold here and then see if you can land that foot between your hands. Back knee is gently gonna drop down. You can throw a pillow or a blanket underneath your knee. We're gonna walk our hands up onto our lap. All right, we're pulling the belly button in. Yeah, this is nice and controlled. We're taking a moment to stretch it out, but we're always thinking about strengthening. We want to always be engaging our core when we're moving on and off the mat to make sure that we're using the right muscles so that we're not overworking any other muscles and that we're making sure that we're preventing injuries. So let's pull that right hip back so the hips are nice and square. Arms are going to reach up. You can clasp your hands if you like, if that feels okay in your shoulders. You can also bring the hands behind the head if you want a bit more opening across the chest. We're going to press the hip forward. And then exhale, reach those hands down, lengthen the leg. Whew. Oh yeah. Nice big stretch underneath the right side of the leg. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale. Use the core to make the movement. 3 more times. Last one. We're gonna hold on our leg extension and flex the toes up towards the ceiling. Maybe coming up on the fingertips. See if you can lengthen your spine a little bit more. Pull that right hip back. Whew. And then just let's give that foot a little rainbow side to side, making sure that the knee and the toes are going in the same direction. And come back to center, bend the knee, plant the foot. We're gonna bring the hands on either side of your foot. Left hand's gonna press down into the mat. Right arm reaches up. Nice big opening across the chest. A little stretch in the side of the thigh. And we're gonna bring that arm back in line and lift. This is coming from the core. Unwind, center, and twist. Now we want to keep this movement coming from the core, but as you unwind, you can give your thigh a little squeeze. Squeeze. You got it. Squeeze. 2 more times. Last one. Nice big squeeze. And we're gonna plant the hands. Bring the knees back together. Give the hips a little shake out side to side. Toes are gonna tuck. Knees hover. Beautiful. And we're gonna lift those hips up high. And lower. And lift. Feel that strength. Feel the movement coming from your core, so from your center. Three, 2. Last one. Hold to the top. Hips are high. Give your hips a little shake. Your heels a little walk out. And then that left leg is going to reach up nice and high. You can even pause and feel that stretch on the back side of your right leg. Get ready. You know what's coming. Big breath in, scoop the belly button in. Exhale, round the knee to the nose. It's a little crunch. Press it back. Crunch. Press it back. Crunch. Press it back. We've got 3 more. You've got this. Two. Last time we're going to hold. A little crunch. And then step that foot down. Beautiful. Plant the back knee. Walk your hands up onto your lap. Oh, I'm sweating. How are you doing? All right. Let's pull that left hip back so the hips are nice and square. Arms are going to reach up. You want to make sure you can see your toes. You can reach up here. You can press your hands together, or the hands can come behind the head. And then melt the chest, melt the hips forwards. Big breath, inhale. Exhale, reach those hands down, lengthen out the leg. Ooh, toes are staying down to start with. Inhale, reach it up. Feeling that stretch in the hip flexor. Exhale. Now we're still trying to use the core to make this movement, so it's controlled. Beautiful. 3, 2, last one. We're gonna hold down here. Toes are gonna flex up towards the ceiling. You might wanna come up a little bit higher. Lengthen the spine. Let's do a little rainbow with that foot, making sure that the knee and the foot are pointing the same direction. Massage it out. And come back to center. Bend the knee. Hands are gonna come to frame the foot. Now it's the right hand that's going to stay steady on the mat. Left arm's gonna reach up. So you're twisting towards your bent knee. You're finding that nice twist in the spine. We're really working on that twisting and kind of stretching out the spine, giving everything a nice, good twist out. And then we're gonna use that core to come back to center. Lift. Center. You'll feel the obliques turning on here. Now if you want, you can give yourself a little squeeze as you come back to center. Lift. Squeeze. Make sure you're still breathing. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more times. Last one. Hold. And release. Bring both hands down. Bring your knees together. Give it a little shake out side to side. We're going to take our knees out wide and bring those heels together. Press the hips back to the heels. We're finding a child's pose. And just like before, we're going to round forward, scooping the belly button in. This time we're going to come up to a little extension. Hips are going to drop, chest is going to lift, and maybe we're lifting up those feet. If you don't want to do the extension, you can also just stay in your tabletop position. Pull the core in. Remember that that's what's making this movement happen. I always find myself traveling a little bit on the mat when we're doing this one. Better to do it nice and slow. Scoop that belly button in. Last time. And find that child's pose. Take a breather. Whew. Any version of child's pose that you like. And gently press yourself up to your tabletop position. We're going to spin around onto our left knee. So the toes pointing to the long edge of the mat. And we're coming up so that the right arm and leg can lift. Got some space. Whew. All right. Now, we're going to press the mat away, lengthen the spine. Relax the foot. I'm going to pull the elbow towards my hips and at the same time, draw the knee in. Reach. Pull it in. Reach. That foot is hovering. Reach. Now you want to try to use the glute, the back of the thigh, to make that leg movement rather than the quad and the hip flexor. So it's really mindful. You're really focused here. 4 more. We want to keep that form. Quality over quantity. Last one. And reach, let it down. Top arm's gonna reach up towards the ceiling. Pull that belly button in, exhale. Reach it underneath the left shoulder. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. Inhale to lift. Exhale to twist. So the twist is coming from the belly button up. Four, 3, 2, last one. Arm is going to stay reaching up, and now we're going to lift and tap the leg. Lift, tap, tap. Relax the foot. 6, 5. Pull the belly button in, lengthen the spine. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Let's pivot back. Give those hips a little shake out. And we're going to come onto the other side. So I'm going to flip around so that you can see me better. So this time we're going to stay on our right side. Left arm is going to lift. And you can always prop a knee under that, or a pillow underneath your knee, or something just to soften that space. So we're going to start by making a long line between the left arm and the left foot. Your gaze can always come down, kind of if you're feeling any strain in the neck and you don't want to hold your head up in the same way. Pull the belly button in, really press the mat away from you, so you're really charging up, lifting the chest. We're going to hover that left leg. Now we're going to curl the elbow towards kind of the hips, the ribs, and bend the knee in. Reach, curl, reach, curl. Now keep pulling the belly in. Don't let the core go. You can relax your head. Pull it in. 4. Really using the back of the thigh and the glutes to move that leg. 2, 1. Land the leg, arm reaches up. Scoop the belly button in. We're going to twist from the belly button up, reaching that left arm underneath the right shoulder. And then lift. Twist. And lift. Twist. And lift. Squeeze your glutes. Don't let them just hang out. 4. 3. 2. Last one. Hold that left arm up. We're just going to hover and tap. Hover and tap. Relax the head. Relax your foot. Shoulders away from the ears. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Tap it down. Bring it back to center. Whew. We're going to tuck the toes, lift the hips. Finding that downward dog, I'll just flip around. Again, kind of moving out anything that needs to move. Right leg is going to reach up high to the sky. Exhale, we're going to draw the knee towards the right hand, coming into our pigeon pose. Beautiful. Yeah, lengthen that back leg. If there's any pain in your knees, any pinching, coming into a figure 4 on your back. We're going to take a moment to lift the chest. You'll probably feel it in the left hip flexor. Shoulders away from the ears. And then exhale, coming down onto your forearms. Let your head relax. You can also support your forehead with your hands or coming back into that cupping pose. Keep scooping up the belly button. Taking a few big breaths here. Little pause, a little reset. Let's take 3 more breaths. Last one. Gently press up onto your hands. You can take a pause here. Tuck the back toes. Reach that right leg back straight up and plant it down. Walk out your heels. Just give those hips a shake. Other side. Left leg's gonna reach up nice and high. Exhale. Draw the knee towards the left wrist. Plant it down. Right leg is right behind you. Now, we're going to keep that left foot flexed just to protect the knee. And again, you can come into a figure 4. Maybe this side feels different for you. Maybe there's a bit more pinching. See if you can draw that left hip back, right hip forwards. Lift the chest. And then exhale, release into it. Keeping that core engaged. But then see if you can release a bit more tension in your hips. Relax your head, relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Ooh, this side's extra tight for me today. You might notice that one side feels very different than the other. Let's take 3 more breaths here. Really feel like you can start to melt into the pose. And then gently press yourself up. Take a pause. We're going to tuck the back toes, really re-engage that core because we're sending that left leg straight up. And then planting it down. Give your feet a little walk out. And slow and control, bring your knees back down to the mat. Let's take a few cat-cows. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. See if you can move vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, 2 lift. Exhale, 2 round. Last one. And press it back, child's pose. Inhale, slowly roll up vertebrae by vertebrae, coming to standing on your knees. Roll those shoulders back, and let's take a few big arm circles. And other way. sitting on your bum, let's swing those feet out in front. Feet are gonna plant, knees are bent. We're gonna keep our heels anchored down, toes can be light, and try to energetically draw the heels towards the hips. Let's hold on back to the thighs. We're gonna roll back halfway, scooping the belly button in. Inhale, roll up. So it's just like that same kind of cat-cow motion. Really trying to engage the heels, the back of the legs, to take the work out of the hip flexors. Breathe in. Breathe out. So this is where you can come back to when we get to our full roll downs. If you're not doing a full roll down today for any reason, maybe you're not feeling it, maybe you're having any diastasis, if you're pre or postnatal, maybe you want to take a break from that today. Let's do one more halfway roll down. And we're going to hold back this halfway point, lengthen the spine, arms reach forwards, just little pulses here, just really engaging that core. It's like a little crunch. Shoulders are away from the ears. Press the feet down into the mat. You got it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way back up. Bring those feet together, knees apart. Let's take a little butterfly stretch. Roll it back up. Knees are gonna come together. Feet are planted. We're coming into that full roll down now. Arms are going to reach forward. You can also come back into the halfway roll down. We're gonna slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, using the core, roll all the way down onto our backs. Arms are up overhead. Circle the arms around and then roll all the way up. Let's open those arms out wide and then squeeze them together as you roll down. Circle it out, roll it up. Open the arms out wide. Really using the core here, less momentum. Almost there. 3 more times. Two. And last one, we're gonna stay down on our backs. And if you're doing the halfway roll down, you can find your way onto your back. Reach your arms and legs out long. Let's hug the right knee into the chest. Nice tight squeeze. And then draw the knee out towards your right armpit. Hug the knee back into the chest. Holding the knee in the left hand, stretch across it over the body, keeping both shoulders anchored down. And gently coming back to center. We're gonna hold the knee in your right hand. With your left hand, grab hold of your foot. You're gonna bring that foot closer to your face, trying to make a 90-degree angle. And gently release that leg down. Lengthening it out, giving it a little shake. And left knee is gonna hug into the chest. Gently start to draw the left knee out towards the left armpit. And bring it back to center, holding that left knee with the right hand. Start to cross it over the body. Gently bring the gaze back to center, bring the knee back to center. And hold the knee with the left hand. Right hand's going to scoop up the left leg or left foot and start to draw it closer towards your face. Gently release that leg. Reach those arms up overhead. Take one last big long stretch. And then scoop both knees into the chest. Holding one knee in each hand, let's take those both knees out wide towards the armpits. Happy baby, however you'd like to hold your legs. See if you can drop your tailbone and your shoulders heavy to the mat. Gently bring your knees back together. Take one big breath in, and as you exhale, curl your forehead to your knees. Squeeze everything as hard as you can, finding that last little bit of core engagement for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release it down, finding a nice comfortable position on your back for a few moments of final relaxation to let our body catch up with all the work we did, do a little check-in, and to find that breath again. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Bringing some movement into your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes. Roll out your wrists and your ankles. And roll your head side to side. And gently roll over onto one side. So you can easily press yourself up back to that comfortable seated position that we started in. Nice and tall, roll those shoulders back, and we'll finish off with 3 of the biggest breaths that you've taken all day. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, breathe out. Let it all go. Last one. Great job. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel a little bit stronger, a little bit longer, a little bit more centered and relaxed. We'll see you next time. Bye.